Hey everyone, it's Maddie Stout. I'm part of the Team Toddy Select 17. This month I'm doing a day in the life vlog of what I do in a normal summer's day with my horses. So in the summer my horses are both out 24/7 in the field, so that means I don't have any mucking out to do, but I do have to do poo picking. Here I am just going to get Jet in from the field. Jet is my 16-2 Bay Irish Sports Horse mare. She is 12 this year. I always have to take a little handful of feed just in case she decides to be a bit tricky to catch. So here I am just popping her head collar on, ready to bring her in from the field. So at the moment, Jet has just had an operation on her front leg to remove a piece of chipped bone. It wasn't doing much damage, it was just niggling her and causing a bit of lameness every now and then, so we decided it would be best to get it removed. So she is currently on box rest as I filmed these clips a few months ago. She has a few more months paddock rest and rehab until she can be back in full work. So usually once I've brought them in, I will just skip her bed out and pop her in her stable, as she does have a stable, although she is living out. And then I go and make my feeds. I usually make breakfast and dinner for both of them at the same time, so I have lots made up, so I don't have to do them every single day. So here I am just mixing them up, sped it up a bit because it does take some time. Meanwhile, Jet's just chilling in a stable with some hay. So then I stack them away nicely, and I always make sure they have covers on them, and Dudes are blue and Jets are red. And then I'll go over and get Jet's tack out. So this is our tack groom. So I've got her bridle first, and then I go and get her saddle as it's on the top peg, so I need both hands to get it. So then I tie her up again and give her a good groom before I ride her. Make sure she's all clean as she's living out. I didn't film it, but I always make sure that I pick out her feet before I ride, especially when she's just coming from the field. So I always put my numbner on first, and then grab my saddle, and then tack her up. So then I put her bridle on next. I always put her saddle on it. I've just always done it that way. Always put her saddle on first. Then I'm putting my hat on and my gloves. Then I go over to the mountain block and we start heading over to the school. As you can see, we go past all the cows in the shed and the lorry park, and then we're at the school. I'm just doing flat work on her today. I probably go through a few test movements, just some flat schooling really. And here's a little clip I got of my favourite Totty Roxy riding gloves, and I wear these every time I go cross country, and I have never had a problem losing my reins or my reins slipping. Because sometimes when you go through cross country you get sweaty and the horse's neck gets sweaty and it gets your hands all sweaty. I love these gloves because I've never ever lost my reins with them, and you know, my reins never slip. They're so grippy and I would never go cross country without them now. So on this day I probably rode her for about half an hour-ish, some different exercises, just getting her nice and supple and working on her frame and her contact. here are some more clips of my Totty Maven fleece, which I have in navy. It's so nice and warm and comfy. Also my favourite Totty Canford breeches, which I love so much. They are the most comfy jumpers in the world. So I didn't film getting Dude in from the field, as he can be a bit naughty sometimes, and he's very difficult to lead as he's so big and strong and walks very fast. So I decided not to put those clips in, but here's me getting on him and riding him. As you can see, I always bring a bottle of water with me when I ride, and these clips are from a bit later in the year when Dude was in work. As you can see, there are now no leaves on the trees. I'm also just flat schooling him here as well. So I haven't inserted it all. Obviously I did give him a longer walk before I started trot work. But I'm just working with my hands low and wide to get him stretching. Here I'm just doing a small figure of 8 around some poles that were laid out in the school, and I'm just doing some give and retake with my inside rein just to make sure that I have him on my outside hand, as he tends to lean in sometimes. So yeah, I'm just working on his suppleness. He has a very bouncy trot. Here I am untucking Jet. I didn't get a clip of me untucking Dude. So that's a day in the life at the yard. Well, in the summer. In the winter and when they're on box rest, it usually takes me a lot longer, as I have 2 horses to muck out twice a day when they're on box rest, and then in the winter they'll be in during the day and out at night. So that usually means I have to muck out once a day and make hay nets and fill up their waters. So thank you guys so much for watching my day in the life vlog. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I get up to with my horses. And stay tuned on the Totty website for loads of new products coming, including their new horseware range.